Welcome to the Backyard Tourist. It's an alcohol that's surrounded in mystery, legend, and a whole lot of untruths. This time we're doing an absinthe tour. I'm your host Tom Schock, along with my good friend Christian, and this is the Backyard Tourist.
We are here in wonderful Cuvée in the Val de Travers in western Switzerland, Canton Neuchâtel. So we're going to go visit Claude-Alain, and he is he's the first legal distiller of absinthe in Switzerland, and was also the most renegade bootlegger of absinthe while it was still illegal. That was until the year 2005.
Since we were probably going to be drinking all day, we thought it was a good idea to grab a breakfast. A nice, light, chocolatey breakfast.
Chocolate croissants, yeah.
Not exactly filling, but that means more room for alcohol. Now we are off to find the man behind the legend.
Hello. Claude-Alain et je suis producteur d'absinthe. J'ai plusieurs sortes, donc la Clandestine Absinthe, la Capricieuse et Angélique Verte Suisse comme absinthe. You are in the birthplace of the absinthe, and we know to convince people around the world that absinthe is not a drug. Now we try to explain to people what the philosophy of the absinthe. What is the real absinthe, what is the real taste of the absinthe, and the nice effect of the absinthe.
Because absinthe was illegal for so many years, a lot of people think when they drink it, they're going to hallucinate or see green fairies, and that's simply not true. But what are the real effects of drinking absinthe?
It opens your mind. You see better, you hear better also, and you are in a well situation. Your stomach goes well because all ingredients are very good, and it's not a strong alcohol like whiskey or things like that. If you drink slowly absinthe, you can drink all the day your absinthe, and you keep your open mind.
Absinthe was re-legalized in Switzerland in 2005, and suddenly you could buy it on any street corner, and a lot of them weren't authentic. So how do you tell the difference between a real absinthe and a fake?
First thing, the real absinthe, it's always a distillation distillate product. More than 80% of the product in the market are only macerated product or oil mix. After, it should be an anise taste. Should be give you the white milky. When you put water, when you add water in your absinthe, you should get the coloration coming. That means what is a real absinthe.
Although absinthe was illegal before 2005, it doesn't mean that they ever stopped producing it. So why was this delicious herbal alcohol banned in the first place?
It was a nice product, but cheap. It was a massive production of a cheap alcohol. And one producer, mainly in France, was really a little bit upset about that. And they pushed the authorities to kill the absinthe, but they use a different way. They don't want to forbidden alcohol. They want to forbidden only absinthe. And it was necessary to find something toxical in the absinthe, and they found thuyon. And they use the thuyon to kill the absinthe. But the problem was really economical problem, nothing to do with the toxicality of the absinthe.
After all that learning about absinthe, it was time for a road trip. Claude-Alain promised us a magical location.
We're going to a fountain, right?
Yeah, we go to the fountain in the forest to see green fairies.
All right.
If a guy I just met offers me a ride in a station wagon with tinted windows to go and visit a magical place I've never heard of before, you gotta go. We soon found out this Claude guy was a pretty interesting cat. We started talking about vices and how it makes life worthwhile.
It's fascist business now. It's the authorities are forbidden alcohol. You can forbidden smoke, but finally they will find another drug.
Yes.
They go for the mushroom. They here in that region you can eat mushroom. It's hallucinogen mushroom. Yeah. We will live until more than 100 years, and after what?
Yeah, it's no fun.
No fun. Yeah. Exactly. People need drugs. People need alcohol, people need...
Otherwise, life's just boring. I like you, Claude. I think we share the same philosophy. Ripping through the backwoods and these tiny streets, and me and Christian hanging onto the holy crap handle in the backseat of Claude's station wagon, he thought it would be a good idea that we make a quick stop before we headed to the fountain. He wanted to show us a farm, a very special farm. So we're in a field of wormwood, and I can't help but be a little bit thirsty. Ah yes, the evil wormwood plant which creates the chemical touillon. Now touillon is toxic, and it is in absinthe, but it's only toxic in very large amounts. We're talking 400 liters of absinthe, and there's nobody on earth who can drink 400 liters of absinthe in one sitting.
Wormwood, it's quite easier to produce. You need to have a nice place like Val de Travers region for these herbs. This field has been put in place in 2009. Now the second cut, and now you see it's yellow. It's really easy. You put some small on the peloton, small plants, and you leave it. And you have just to remove other herbs, and you leave it. You leave nature making his job. No chemical product in, just weather, nice place, and you get the better herbs and wormwood you never see in the world.
Wormwood is the key ingredient in making absinthe. So that begs the question, with a field this size, how much absinthe do you get?
More than 300,000 liters. Probably.
That's a lot of absinthe.
Yeah. But we are ready. Now we need customer.
After spending some time with Claude-Alain on the farm, it's pretty clear that two things are very important to him: tradition and quality. After the wormwood's harvested, it still needs to be dried. And while there are some modern tools around, Claude still prefers to use a more traditional approach. The visit to the wormwood farm was great, but the whole reason we went on this trip in the first place was to go and visit the secret fountain. So we climbed back into the station wagon and hung onto the holy crap handles.
So I think we're near the secret fountain.
When we finally stopped, we were in the middle of nowhere, in the woods, and there was just a table, a cabinet, and inside, a little treat.
Here it's a secret fountain. You see, we don't have too much water, but we have water. That means it's dry season now.
So, somewhere outside of Cuvée, in the middle of the woods, there we were with our new friend Claude, about to have our very first taste of absinthe. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool that our first taste is with the man who creates the drink at the secret fountain using cold, fresh Swiss spring water.
C'est encore meilleur.
Côté léger.
Allez, écoute, goûter. The people who comes here can drink la Clandestine. It's a small bottle in this shelter here, and if they want, they can put some money in the a piece of money in the, comment on dit, la tirelire.
Maybe it was the clean mountain air. Maybe it was the absinthe. But for whatever reason, your head really does start to swim just a little bit. And we slowly started to realize that absinthe is more than just a drink. It's an experience. We finished our drinks, and then it was back into the station wagon. We were heading back to the distillery for a full-on taste test. When you're tasting absinthe, the proper tools and technique are key. The first one we're going to taste is La Clandestine Bleu.
Absinthe, when you serve with absinthe, la Clandestine Absinthe type, we don't need sugar. We can drink only with water. We pour slowly with 4 or 5 times water. Fresh, not too cold. If it's too cold, you lose aromas. Swiss style absinthe, blue color on it, little bit. And it's called La Bleue in French. Magnifique.
Absinthe number 2 was the Angelique Verte Suisse, 136 proof, and this one is served in its own unique way.
This one it's a little bit more bitter than the classic one, and green, yellow. Sugar, and we melt the sugar with the water. We don't burn the sugar, we don't fry our absinthe. We like to drink the alcohol. We want We don't like to burn the alcohol we want to drink. This absinthe is more for the digestive purpose with a cigar. Sometimes you can see a green flash of green fairy.
Cigar, the absinthe.
Best thing in the life. Lifestyle. Cuban cigar is better. That's right.
Swiss cigar is okay.
Swiss cigar is okay. It's only Saturday.
You know, he was right. The cigar really does add to it. We tried a couple more, including one that's a dessert absinthe, but it's not for those who are watching their figure.
More than 350 grams of sugar. And also some part of milk.
Yes. So I should go jogging after. I should go.
After you should go making the first sign.
That is delicious. After spending a day getting to know Claude-Alain, it's clear that the guy loves his work. He creates one of the most unique handcrafted alcohols that's more than just a drink.
Lifestyle.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I'm your host, Tom Schock. I hope you enjoyed our tour of an absinthe distillery in Cuvée, Switzerland. Remember, it's a big backyard. Get out there. Be a tourist.
Thank you for your interest in absinthe and enjoy it.